Up, what's going on? It's a chill live this morning, a little bit different than we normally do. Uh, yeah, we're just chilling, chatting, hanging out, seeing what's up with everybody, saying good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. And yeah, what's up, guys? How's everybody's day going so far? Well, I gotta wait a bit here for everybody to get in, so we'll just kind of chill for a bit here and wait for everybody to get in the chat, right? So just chill for a sec, guys. I'm gonna get my stuff on the go here, get everything all set up. We'll go live for a bit and see what's happening here and see what everybody's cheer is today. Type sheet, right? You all know what I mean, right? Am I losing or am I? There, we're getting there. It takes a little while before the stream kicks in anyway. Yeah, so what I can do is just set this up like this here on the tripod. Yeah, I got you guys on the tripod. Then that makes it so much easier. I'm gonna hold the friggin' phone the whole time, right? What's up, guys? Anyway, how's everything going? How's everybody's day going so far? Good morning. Morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's going on? We're just here kind of chilling right now. I'm gonna put some copyright-free music on and just chill. You know? Nobody in yet? Nobody in yet? What's up, everybody? What's up? Good morning. Everybody have a good morning. What's going on this morning, guys? Good morning. What's happening? Good morning. Welcome in to RTO Media. Morning chat, morning chill vibes, morning chill chat, you know. What's going on, guys? What's going on? We're just here trying to, you know, grow the channel a little bit and have a chat along the way, too, you know what I mean? Good morning. Josie, good morning. If you're just new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We bring you guys lots of outdoor content and a bunch of random content, to be honest. Memes and comedy skits and scenic views around Cape Breton Island. So you can check out the channel there. There's tons of content on the channel, guys. Tons of content. So I usually go live, you know, a couple times a week or something like that. Just to have a chill chat with everybody and yeah, I guess just to try to get the channel out there a little bit more too, right? You know what I mean? Oh, nice, you've been subscribed. This is the first time catching me live. Yeah, so the live streams, they vary. Sometimes we do outdoor outdoor live streams like hikes and stuff. Yesterday I did nature cam, and we caught some deer in the backyard, and that I posted that up as a short. I also had my lizard on for a little bit there, so we kind of did like a little lizard cam type thing. And in the evenings, nighttime and stuff, if we go out onto the town and that, I usually go live, because sometimes we catch a little bit of action going on or something like that, right? Like the other night we caught a fight out in the middle of the mall parking lot, which again is on the YouTube channel in a video. If you go to the live streams, you can find the video there. And yeah, that's just a normal night, I guess, in in Cape Breton, where I'm from. Hunt and fishing channel. Yeah, we did a lot of fishing. We did a lot of fishing the beginning of the season, the beginning of the summertime, and that we did a lot of fishing content. I'm just waiting for the lakes and stuff to freeze over now, and then we'll probably go do some ice fishing content, as it'll be my first time ice fishing. I've never ice fished before, so that should be interesting, guys. That's definitely going to be interesting. I'll put that up as vlogs too, because a lot of the places I go to, fish, there's no service, right? So unfortunately, that is what it is, right? But yeah. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning so far. I'm just chilling here. Not really feeling the best, to be 100% honest, but we're making her, we're grinding her, we're getting the content out there, guys. I'm trying to release content daily for you guys, daily content, RTO Media. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything for everybody on the channel here, guys. Outdoor content, live stream content, there's podcast style content, there's videos, there's a bunch of stuff on there to check out. Film Junkie Outdoors, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome into the live stream, welcome in. A little bit different this morning. Feeling a little bit under the weather today, so and we got some rain. It washed all the snow away, so now the field in the backyard is just all grass. There's no more snow or anything. Supposed to get a bunch of rain and stuff this weekend too, guys, so stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll get a rainstorm live on the go, or you know, something like that, right? Yeah, so I got copyright free music playing in the background here. If it'll continue. There, it continues to play. Because you know how YouTube be playing about that copyright stuff, right? Yeah, it turned into slush. Yeah. Not much snow left now out there. Maybe later, if I go live out on the town later, if we go out, I'll give you a little view of what it looks like now. Because the, yeah. No more snow. We lost our snow. But whatever. We can still do a chill, you know, live chat here, you know. My live streams used to get really, really busy in here, but, well, you know what happened there. Gosh darn news and stuff. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to talk about politics or news or anything in here. I'm just going to relax, really, to be honest. There's not much else to do today. Oh, well, I mean, not much else to do. There's lots to do today. And if you guys are wondering, I'm off work right now medically, and I'll be starting some schooling come January, so hopefully I'm feeling better by then. Hopefully I can make it through this, and you know what I mean, really give it a go. I only have 100 subscribers, so I can't give you advice. Oh, just live streams are good for growing channels, guys. Live streams are great for growing channels. And then it really all comes down to how well you can edit your videos, right? What kind of schooling? So, for what I want to do. So a little backstory here. Well, since we're just chilling and chatting, we can go into a story time. So when I was 16, I joined the army, and I started making good money because I grew up poor, right? I didn't grow up with a lot of money, you know what I mean? So when I joined the army and I started making that kind of money at 16, you know what I mean? Getting $2,000 paychecks at 16 was, I mean, that was astonishing at the time, right? So I dropped out of school and took off with the army for about 6 years or something like that, right? So I got to go back and upgrade my high school credits. It's not going to take long. It's only from January till May. So that's awesome. And then that following September, I'll be starting in either an IT course or something technology related, AI or something like that, just because it's booming, right? Yeah, it was good money for the age, but it caused me a lot of problems later on in life, though, is the only thing, right? I got a little bit of PTSD from it at a young age, right? Because I was only 16, really, and now that I have kids and everything, and I think about it, like 16 is still kind of a kid, right? So, and I was exposed to a lot of things that, you know, a 16-year-old normally doesn't get exposed to, right? So that was, yeah. But yeah, it was the money. That's the only reason I dropped out. And I was never good, like, after like grade 8, I just, maybe ADHD or something like that. I couldn't concentrate in school. I had no motivation in school. I didn't care about it at all. I was just, I get bored so easily, right? No, you don't get drafted. So here in Canada, you can, well, you used to be able to, they changed this. This is also, so they changed it. So you used to be able to get parents, your legal guardian's consent, right? A written consent form for 16 and you could join, right? They don't do that anymore. 18 is the age of, the age you have to be when you join now. They changed it, right? But back then, with parent signature, you could join the army at 16. And I wish I had pictures and stuff to show you guys, but it was on my old Facebook account that got hacked, and I lost everything, which sucks. I lost all them memories and stuff like that. I think my mother might have some of the pictures and stuff from when I was in the army and that, but a lot of that is lost media now because of that Facebook page, right? For God's sake. I got hacked into, and yeah, that was gone. Deleted, gone forever, which sucks, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, really, right? But my best short video was a very short video, not edited, not catching a fish. I don't understand, but I got like 44K. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. 44K is good. I've never made that much. I think the most I made is almost 10K on shorts. Here in America, we have to enlist 18 to 25. Oh, you have to? What? ROTC, right? Is that what it's called? ROTC? I think I know what you're talking about. It's just the way, like, it was 2006, guys, when I joined. It was 2006 when I joined. So the military was very different back then than it is today. I'm sure today they have better ways of training and, you know, not being physical and abusive and mentally. Let's see, their whole thing was to break you down and build you back up, right? But in that process, especially for me, I guess it kind of broke me inside, and then that triggered something inside of me, and I went wild for years, right? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, right, guys? Because I never had the opportunity to before, right? Chair Bear, welcome in. What's going on? Good morning. But they can call you anytime during that age frame, 18 to 25. Yeah, it's a little bit different here in Canada. So yeah, you got to enlist at 18 yourself. The Canadian military is recruiting crazy right now too, right? Because their numbers are low. But I mean, I would recommend it I would recommend it, you know, for an 18-year-old. Maybe not infantry, you guys. I went infantry, okay? I was an infantry soldier, an infanteer. So that's where I went wrong. I chose the wrong... I just chose the wrong trade to go into. Infantry isn't a good trade, especially for somebody that's 16 years old, right? You know what I mean? Because infantry is the frontline combat, right? So you can kind of see where the PTSD came from there. You know what I mean? Juicy J. Juicy J. Juicy J. Hey, he's still going strong, if you know who Juicy J the rapper is. I wish I could put music on that was like, you know what I mean? But everything's copyrighted, so I can't put any music on like that, right? I'll get copyright striked. I gotta use non-copyrighted music in the live streams and stuff, right? Ridiculous. TikTok allows you to Steel City Fishing. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Yeah, we're just having a chill live stream here today, folks. Just chatting, just ranting, just, you know. Yeah, I love Juicy J too. I've been listening to him for way too long, right? Yes, I'm heading to work. All right, brother. Well, you have a safe travel to work, and hopefully you have a good day at work, and yeah, hopefully not too busy for you. You know what I'm saying? A good day, and yeah, positive vibes, guys. Positive vibes. That's what this channel's all about. Positive vibes, and you know, spreading awareness too on mental health, right? So this is a very open chat, a very open channel. You know, a 2-hour drive. Ugh. Brother, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. When I did my construction gig, when I was doing the traffic gig, I used to have to travel 2-3 hours a day each way. You know what I mean? So I get it. It sucks. Really sucks. Yeah, drive safe out there, brother, honestly. Question, do you know how to work heavy machinery? No, I never got into heavy machinery. No, never got into that. No, in the military, the most was just this, like civvy pattern vehicles, panel vans, stuff like that. Their trucks and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, the cat sweater. I'm telling you, bro, it's warm, it's comfortable. It's an extra large, and it's actually made like an extra large. It's like, you should see how thick it is. Excellent sweater. I bought this when I was working, obviously, because I wanted a nice warm sweater, right? But hey, I got this at Costco for like a crazy price. Yeah, Cat's awesome. Yeah, Cat's awesome. A lot of their clothing line is great, guys. Like, it's great quality. You should see how thick this sweater is. Like, nice and thick and warm and durable. Like a good work sweater, kind of like a Carhartt sweater. You know what I mean? It's just I got it for way cheaper at Costco. I think it was like $29 at Costco. I couldn't pass it up, right? Now, mind you, Costco is a 5-hour drive away from me, so there's that. Yeah, it's true workwear. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, yeah. My Carhartt boots. I will say this: my Carhartt boots. I wouldn't trade them. I wouldn't trade them. Carhartt boots. They're great. They're excellent. I had my Carhartt boots now. I think I'm going on my 3rd year with them, and they're still waterproof. They're still waterproof to this day. Now, I don't know if you guys know what this is, mink oil. I use mink oil on my boots to keep them waterproof, and it helps the leather, it protects the leather from cracking. You just have to apply it a lot, right? So, like when I was working, if it was a rainy day, I would apply the mink oil to the boots before I go to work, right? And maybe during the day too, if it was really raining out, because I was outside in the weather all day, maybe I'd do another coat, but it would keep my feet dry. What kind of boots? Yeah, just give me a second, I'll go show you. They were on sale too. They were like I got them for $2.49 on sale. I'll show you what kind of boots they are. They're great. Let's see if you can see this here. They're a boot like that. Carhartt. They're what's it say on it? 3M thinsulation. And I wore these, honest to God, I wore these summer and winter. They're a great boot. If you can find that boot. See, it's even got the protector thing up there. Now, this stuff you see on here, see that stuff there? That's shoe goo that I put on there just to help protect it. And my cat's scratched up the toe. But it's still waterproof. Even though the cat's scratched it all up, it's still waterproof. Yeah, and I'm on my 3rd year with these. Let's see how the tread's looking. And even the tread's looking not too bad. That's 3 years of use, guys. So yeah, shout out Carhartt. Come on. Sponsor me, Carhartt. Wouldn't that be awesome? So, 1 sec, I'll be right back. Go put the boot away. Yeah, now, I used to use just the cheap like Walmart boots and stuff like that, right? But they were hurting my feet and they weren't waterproof at all, right? So I decided 1 year I was going to upgrade, and I had a good paycheck, I guess. Well, a good paycheck kind of, but yeah, they were on sale for $249, so I couldn't pass them up, and I'm so glad I bought them because they're lightweight, they're composite, they're not steel, so they don't get cold in the wintertime, and they're lightweight. They're no more heavier than a shoe, basically, right? So I use them when I go to my hikes and everything. Like, I hike with them and everything. And I probably will buy another pair of them boots. Maybe if they offer one more of a combat style boot, because that's what I like, the combat style boots. And I think Carhartt has some combat style boots. They're kind of like a combat style boot, but I don't really need the steel toe or the composite toe anymore, really. I'm not going to need them for the job that I'm going into, right? You know. Go to Boot Barn and look for them. Yeah, check out the Carhartt. And I'm sure any kind of Carhartt boot is going to be the same kind of quality. Plus, you get the year limited warranty on them. So if they go all wonky on you, you know what I mean? They go all wonky on you, or the seam lets go, or the sole or something starts coming off, you can bring them back, right, under warranty. So that's pretty cool. Carhartt, guys. I was never big on brands, really, but I mean, you get what you pay for, honestly. You really do. You get what you pay for. Yeah, I mean, you pay $100 for a pair of boots. And see, I was going through them a year. I'd go through a pair of Walmart boots a year, right? Like the cheap ones. You'd walk right through them, and your feet would be getting soaked, and yeah, just brutal, brutal. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem, brother. Carhartt, that's the way to go. For boots, anyway. I mean, Cat makes boots, too. So I would try both on. It's just they didn't have... The Cat boots, when I went to buy them, were like $600 or something, right? So if you can find a pair of the Cat boots on sale, I'd recommend trying them as well, right? It's just from my personal experience with them Carhartt boots, like, they didn't fall apart. The soles on them aren't worn out yet. They're still not leaking. They're still waterproof. And they're lightweight on the feet. I don't know, for the price, then I got years out of them, right? So, heck. But, I mean, if I found a pair of Cat boots on sale, I'd probably try them too, right? But we'll see. I'll probably still get another year or two out of them Carhartt boots. Soles fell off my Walmart boots. Yeah. they'll do that, right? Because they're mass produced, and their quality, like, checks aren't very good. You know what I mean? That's how Walmart gets them cheap, right? So you could buy them and the sole already be kind of ready to come off, right? Or the seams let go, or yeah, you rip the thing off of the, where you tie the boots on, or you lace them up, you rip that thing off or something, right? I went through all the different types of boots at Walmart, and for a little bit at Walmart, they did have a good pair of waterproof boots, but they were only there for like 1 year, and then I never seen them again, right? I think they were called like Workload or something like that, but they weren't bad. Now, they weren't as good as the Carhartts, nowhere near, but they weren't too bad. It's got some chill music playing in the background, right? You know what I mean? I wish I could put on some, some tunes that I like, but darn copyright strikes. I don't got monetization on for this live either, so I was gonna try, right? We're 26 minutes in now. This is gonna be a little test. Let's see. I'll put on. They say you just gotta talk over it. I put fair use play in my disclaimer as well in the description of this video. So all this music that's being used in this video is just literally for documentation, educational purposes, and hell, I'll shout them out. You know what I mean? It's advertisement for them as well, right? You know what I mean? I just have to try one thing. I want to see if I go offline here, guys, I'll be back. You know what I mean? You guys can tell me too if, because sometimes what they'll do is mute it. So tell me if it goes muted or whatever, right? And we're just going to, it's going to put on, I'm going to try something a little different here, guys. If we get shut down, we get shut down. I'll see what happens. I just won't put it too loud, that's all. And I just got to talk over it kind of too, right? It's just background. It's just background stuff, right? But yeah, brother, I worked outdoors. I worked outdoors for the last 15 years, brother. So if you got any questions about gear, if you got any questions about anything like that at all, drops or, right? Sorry, I had a call. I'm back. That's okay, Josie. Don't worry about that. You don't got to be sorry about nothing. I'm just glad you're here watching. Listen, we got a zip and a double cup. I'm getting high as fuck. I'm getting high as fuck. I'm getting high as fuck. Do I have any ice fishing gear already? No, I don't. No. Now my father-in-law ice fishes. So chances are I'll probably do my first time with him, most likely, because I have no idea what I'm doing. He has the gas-powered auger, a hut, and the heater, the whole 9 yards, right? The whole 9 yards. And I'll do that as a vlog, though. That'll be a video, right? Because there'd be no service on the lake, right? And going live and stuff. It's just easier for me to vlog certain things, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's got everything for ice fishing, so it literally, I just tag along, and that's how I could learn, right? And then I'll make an educational ice fishing video out of it for everybody to watch too, right? Do you have any idea how to keep my toes warm when I'm deer hunting? I have such trouble with them. You get the little hot packets, hot paws. Put the hot paws in your boots. That's a little trick. I mean, if you want to go above and beyond, you can get heated socks. That's about it. What I used to do when I was working outside, I would put on a thin layer of nylon socks, and then I'd put on my wool socks, and then I'd put on my boots. Now, my feet was the hardest part to keep warm working outside, right? Yeah, you can get heated socks. Yep, you can get heated socks. You probably, oh, well, I mean, you can probably get them for super cheap on Temu. Not that I support Temu or anything like that, but hey, they got cheap stuff on there, guys. If you're looking to save a buck, checks it out, right? But I mean, you can go to Walmart or your local store or whatever and get the hot paws, right? I have heated socks, but the battery won't fit in my muck boots with my 3 pairs of pants. Ah, so you're gonna have to go with the hot paws. Put the hot paws, shove the hot paws in your boots. Just take a bunch with you too, right? Because they lose their warmth. I find after a couple of hours, they don't really stay warm for too long. Don't get them wet or you electrocute yourself. Yeah, they'll shore it out. They'll just shore it out. Yeah. I never messed with the electric gear. You know, they got heated jackets and stuff. Man, I've been outside in minus 45-degree weather, Celsius, minus 45 degree with the wind chill minus 55. Okay, and I never had no heated anything on. I just had my normal gear on. Okay. Yeah, try the hot paws. A lot, and like I've done it myself, right? But the job that I was doing, I had the opportunity to warm up more often than other people, if you know what I mean. So, a lot of the workers that I had used the hot paws in their boots, and they swore by it, right? Because the toes get so friggin' cold when they're not moving. That's another thing. Just try to wiggle your toes a lot too, right? Just try to wiggle your toes. You know what I mean? And the biggest pair of boots you can find, biggest insulated pair of boots you can find, mucklucks, if you know what they are. That's what we used in the army, was mucklucks. I would have got smacked in the face in the army if I pulled out a hot paws. An infantry soldier crying about his cold feet, they would have. Oh my god. I don't know what they're called. They're definitely the warmer, taller than normal muck boots. They're black, rated negative something. Yeah, okay, yeah. I get what you're talking about. A great big winter boot. Yeah. Insulated, yeah. It's still, though, when you're out there and it's like minus 10 or minus 15 with the wind chill or whatever, your feet are still going to get cold there, right? Try wiggling your toes around with the hot paws in there. That should be your best bet, right? That should be your best bet. Yeah, but the ice fishing, an ice fishing live. Now there's one option for that. So that Grand Lake that I go to, you guys know that main lake that I was fishing at a lot during the summertime and in the spring, right? That freezes over and it's not that deep, right? So I was thinking, and there's good service there. There's great service there. So I was thinking I could do an ice fishing live there, right? But I got to figure out baffin boots. Yeah, baffin boots. I have them as well, but in camo and they're not good. Rubber conducts cold. Yeah, rubber boots in the cold. That's why a lot of these guys wear the Dunlop rubber boots. But I've tried them Dunlop rubber boots. And what happened was my feet would sweat so bad in the Dunlop boots that they would freeze. It's crazy to think, right? Because they can't breathe because they're rubber. Yeah, Baffin are a good boot brand. Nice and warm, yeah. I have a pair here somewhere, but they're buried away, and I'm not even getting into that mission right now. Yeah, rubber boots if it's wet. Yeah, but I mean, they wear the rubber boots all year around here, right? Them friggin' Dunlop boots in the wintertime. In the snow and slush and stuff, yeah, but like I said, that Carhartt boots that I got, my feet stayed warm and dry in them. In the slush and the snow and all that nonsense. So, hey, I don't like them Dunlop boots. I don't like rubber boots. They just don't work for me. The rubber boots just don't work for me. That's the only thing. I don't like rubber boots. In South, in Florida, we wear muck boots year round. Wear muck boots year round. Yeah. See, here it gets so gosh darn cold, right? I mean, it's not too cold out today. I was thinking about going doing beach hike live, but I'm not 100% feeling 100% great, so I don't think I should go down there by the friggin' ocean. Yeah, it's too cold within minutes, right? So you gotta stay geared up. I'll tell you another story time. Here's another story time, guys. Might as well. So we were doing a night nav, right? Because the military, the Canadian military especially, they hit at night, right? 2, 3 in the morning when people are sleeping usually, right? So that's why we do a lot of night training, right? So I had to get up one night and go fill up the generator, right? Because we had the generator going for the lights and stuff, right? And I was pouring the fluid into or the diesel or whatever into the generator, and it spilled all over me. It was about -20 out, right? And I'm telling you, that was the coldest I've ever felt my hands get. It was brutal. And then I had to go back into the tent, and all we had in the tent was a Coleman stove and a lantern. So when you're laying down, it's like freezing cold, right? And I just the sleeping bags that we had, there'd be 1, 2, 3, but there were 4 layers, right? So you'd have like one that's like a sheet layer you get into. You have another one that's a thick layer, with feathers and stuff in it. And then there's another layer that goes over that when it's really cold out. And then there's another layer that goes over that called a Vivi bag that keeps you dry in case it rains or something, right? So, yeah, that's, yeah. Wifey just texting here now. She's at work, school teacher. Yeah. Fuck, that's right. Yeah, I know. Please. I'm gonna tell you broke niggas something. Listen. Make money, no vacation. Pay cash, don't make pay. But yeah, when I joined at 16, right, and I did like the aptitude testing and all that stuff, and I passed really good too, by the way. But I was thinking, the pew pews and the things that go boom and stuff. I thought that would be cool, so that's why I joined infantry, right? And I'll tell you, my first year as an infantry soldier, I was like, what in the name of God did I sign up for, right? I remember my first night working, like my first day working, I was like, I got in there and I didn't know how to put the uniform on. I had no idea how to put the uniform on. So I came in there dressed in civvy pattern, just my civvies on, right? Regular clothes. And the sergeant lined it. He got us all standing. Well, we didn't know anything. This was our first day, right? So I didn't know any drill or anything like that. So they got us all lined up. And then I got jacked up for being not in uniform, right? So he's like, you got 5 minutes to get in that bathroom and go get your uniform on. So I went in. I put it on the best I could. My boots weren't laced up proper. There's a certain way you gotta lace your boots in the military. My pants weren't bloused, like with the boot bands over the boots. My beret was all over the place, wasn't formed in my head at all. My tunic that I had on, everything was all messed up looking, and I looked like a bag of hammers, basically, right? That's what they would call it, a bag of hammers. You're just being a bag of hammers, right? But yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of I don't know. I got a lot of good memories from the military, but I also got a lot of bad memories from the military as well. So I'm not really going to get in. We won't really get into too much detail. I don't really know because I signed things, so I don't really know what I can say or what I can't say about certain things, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it was definitely good to that was my first job too. You got to realize I basically worked for my grandfather when I was like young before 16. He had like a used car dealership and real estate and stuff like that, right? So I used to help him out with the cars and stuff, cleaning them and doing minor repairs and stuff like that. And so that was basically my first job. But my first real job was the Canadian Army, right? That was my first real job. So yeah, when I got in there, I was like, what did I sign up for, right? Like, the only way to get out at this point is a medical release, you know what I'm saying? But I went, I was gung ho for years with it, right? Like, holy cow, gone away all the time. Like, you'd get back, sometimes I would get back home to my home base, and I would get a call, and they'd be like, oh, we got another tasking starting in 2 days if you're interested. And it'd be like, yo, I just got home, so okay, I got 2 days I can spend with the family, and then boom, I'm off again, right? Taking off again. There I go. Away I go, all right? So yeah, there was even times when I would get back to my home base, and then the very next day I would be sent again away to another base, right, for training. So what I did basically was I did like support staff. I did support staff for military courses and military training and stuff like that. I was support staff just here in Canada. Just here in Canada. I never went overseas or anything like that. Just here in Canada. It was now you got to remember it was 2006, right? So that whole thing in Afghanistan was going on, right? So the Canadian military was training like a lot of troops, mass amounts of troops. So that's what I did. I helped them train, is what I did. So I'd go to different bases all around and help with just be part of the staff on their training courses, their build-up training, they call it, before they go overseas and stuff like that, right? I would just be part of the staff to help them out with whatever they needed helping out with, whether it be in the sandbox playing enemy force, or helping, set stuff up, or helping with lectures, or drill training, or just whatever they needed help with, right, is what they would send you off to do. I got to do a lot of really interesting things with the Canadian military, and yeah, I got to travel a lot, and it was like my first time on planes and stuff like that. The C-130 Hercules, that's what I flew in. That was pretty cool. Very loud to fly in, and they don't have seats. They don't have seats in them, right? They only got a cargo net. That's what you sit on, a cargo net. But yeah, that's what. Yeah, Canadian military. Like I said, it's great now that it's 18, right? You should finish your schooling first, like your high school and stuff, before you join. That would be my recommendation. And then the Canadian military will help pay for your schooling and stuff, right? So that would be the better option. But see, back then. Uh, But yeah, there's my memory. Wifey's in the chat. Wifey's in the chat. All right. Have yourself a wonderful day at work, babe. I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. But yeah, I was busy. It was 2006. It was the Canadian military was hiring like crazy, so they were trying to get their numbers up, right? So that's why I did what I did, right? Another story time for another time, though. I'll tell you why I never served overseas. We'll get into that at a later date, but we don't want to spoil anything quite yet, right? So that'll be a story time for later. We'll think about the positive parts of we'll think of all the positives of the Canadian military for now. Like it taught me a good work ethic. You know what I mean? It gave me structure, discipline. The whole chain of command thing. You know what I mean? And teaching you like proper manners and everything. Like this, you learn so much good life lessons through it that it's like you learn stuff you wouldn't learn anywhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like how to fix a Coleman stove, or how to repair a generator when it stops working or something. Just random little things like that, or I mean, a lot of stuff infantry that we studied on would be like, well, the range, going to the range a lot, and getting zeroed in and getting that grouping small, right? You want a small grouping is what it was, right? So spent lots of time because infantry soldier, so I spent lots of time at the range, right? So, and for my platoon in my section, I was usually the smaller guy, so they usually give the smaller guy the bigger pew pew, right? So I was usually the using the machine pew pew, right? You know what I mean? I was using that, right? So that kind of sucked in a way because it's heavier, and then you got to carry boxes of ammunition with you too, spare barrel plus your rucksack, full fighting order. You know what I mean? It was a lot, I guess. It was a lot. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I can't not recommend it. You know what I'm saying? As a job, if you're 18, you got your high school done, because they will pay for your secondary education. They'll pay for all your schooling. I wish, but see, I see with my mental illness, I went on quite a hiatus there in my 20s, right? So, you know what I mean? I went crazy in my 20s, and because I went undiagnosed with bipolar for so many years, I didn't know why I was going like up and down and up and down, right? Like I get these really high highs where I feel like I could accomplish anything. I can take over the world. I can, you know what I mean? I could be the prime minister. I could start a YouTube channel and become famous. That's how this YouTube channel started. I was in a real high, and yeah. But then I go into the lows, right? And the lows are the worst part of it, because then everything's just dark inside my mind and stuff, right? And like everything I think of is dark, and everything I do, and it affects the people around me too, right? So thankfully my wife got me, to seek the proper help. And like I got so bad to a point, it's like I and in Nova Scotia, you got to remember it's hard to have doctors here. I caused a disruption with my family doctor, you know what I mean, just because of stuff in my own mind, right? And so I didn't have my family doctor on my side at the time. I was hospitalized numerous times too for this, okay? So it's not like something that just happened overnight or whatever. I've been like this for a long, long time. And now that I know why, and I'm working with an excellent psychiatrist now, hopefully, and you guys will see the change over the next few months. Hopefully I can start seeing life in a different light type thing. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, so the way I describe it is, are you getting better? Well, I mean, slowly, brother, slowly. It's a work in progress, right? A lot of these things, a lot of these medications and stuff, it's basically trial and error to see if it's going to help you or make you worse, right? So I have tried some different medications that did make the symptoms worse. So you got to be really careful, because bipolar and like the chemical balance in the brain, certain like SSRIs or antidepressants or certain things like that can trigger me to either go into a super depressive state or a super hypermanic state, right? Antidepressants are very scary. Yeah, no, I'm not on any antidepressants. No, I can't take antidepressants. They make me go crazy, right? Because when you get off them, you go 10 times harder. No, they literally, when I take an antidepressant, it makes me more depressed. So it does the opposite effect for me, right? And this was through trial and error with doctors and hospitalizations and stuff like that over the years, right? So I kind of have an idea what medications can work for me and what can't, you know what I mean? Because again, when I was in my 20s and I experimented with all this alcohol and the other stuff, right? I know now what my body can tolerate, what it can't tolerate. I guess that's what happens when you get older and you grow up and you see life a little bit differently, right? But like I was saying, like for a bipolar person, every day when I wake up, it's like everything's negative and stuff, right? I got to really battle myself to get up and try to have a positive morning. My morning routines, oh, my mornings are so brutal. My mornings are so brutal. It's like, one thing is the medications that they have me on. In the morning when I wake up, like I've been waking up between 2, 3, 4 every morning for so long, right now. I got insomnia too. That's all part of the thing. Like if I didn't take my sleeping medication, I wouldn't sleep at all. I maybe would have like a little cat nap at like 2 or 3 in the morning, right? But them medications that I take, I find in the morning I'm really like groggy and stuff, and like cranky and stuff too, right? So, see right there might have to be a change up, right? Something might have to be switched up a little bit, or you know what I mean? Something might have to be switched up. But that's why it's good to work with a good like psychiatrist or doctor or something, right? You know what I mean? So it took me years to find a psychiatrist, guys. It took me years. They're so hard, especially here in Nova Scotia. Our healthcare here in Nova Scotia isn't the best. It really isn't. I'm sure a little Google search will tell you. Trying to find mental health help here is just, you might as well forget about it, basically, right? You know what I mean? But it took me years and years and years and hospitalizations and stuff like that before I got a proper diagnosis and they started believing what was going on. A lot of times they try to push you off as just like an addict or something, right? Just to get you out of there. You know what I mean? Right, every human body reacts to medications differently. Just find what works best for you. Yeah, and that's it, right? That's why I said like it's a trial and error thing, because like one thing that works for me might not work for you, right? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just got to and like it be monitored kind of while I'm in the process of doing this as well too. You know what I mean? So it's kind of good that I am off work right now. It sucks that I got no income right now because like my sick benefits and everything ran out, right? So that really sucks, and I feel really bad about that too, right? But it's like I can't even go get a job right now, like legally I can't even go get a job right now because of what's going on mentally with me, right? So it sucks, brother, it sucks. And they took my friggin' that's anyway, we'll forget about that. But I don't want to say too much on here, you know what I mean? But they're not making it easy for me. They're not making it easy for me, brother. And like I'll get a little bit of funding when I go to school, but that's through the government funding. It won't be much, right? Well, on another note, do you have a Walmart near you? Yep. There is a bait called Power Bait Mice Tails, pink head ball with white body, $4 a pack, and will be great for panfish and trout ice fishing. Okay, okay, okay. I think I've seen them before. Pink head ball, the power bait mice tails, power bait mice tails for the fishing, for the ice fishing. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. We'll give it a try. How is ice fishing anyway? Is it hard to catch fish? Or somebody told me ice fishing is a little bit easier because the fish are more hungry, so it's easier to catch the fish. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I heard. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning, though, you guys. I've been in Colorado. It took me some time to learn to read transducer. Yeah, I know. I want to see how ice fishing is. Never been ice fishing. Definitely be interesting for sure. Definitely be interesting. Be a crazy live stream too if I could do it live, right? Live ice fishing. Of course, I do want to make a vlog, a live or no live, a vlog, a video of ice fishing, right? And then it could be like a how to. It's like learn with me type thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just AI. When you ice fish, you also use a fish finder in the same hole, but it's very hard to identify what's a fish. I get you, yeah. Depending on how nice your fish finder is, yeah. And that lake, that Grand Lake that I fished at a lot, is a lot of rocks and stuff in there too, a lot of grass and stuff. That's why I stopped fishing there, right? I don't got a fish finder. Guess I'll have to. I don't know. There definitely got to be. There has to be an ice fishing live or an ice fishing video. I have to do it. I just have to. I got all winter to do it, so the lakes just aren't frozen enough yet for that here, right? Just because our temperatures, right? Cape Breton weather is bipolar. Cape Breton weather goes up and down. Like one day we have a bunch of snowstorm, next day we get a rainstorm. So it's usually after January, and then everything will be froze solid, right? Dude, you could get a hand auger and ice fishing rod from Walmart, cheap as hell. You gotta use a different rod for ice fishing, smaller one, I would assume, eh? Go right where you were fishing in the summer and go live. Yeah, because I wouldn't even have to go out too far. They skate on there. You think it'd be popular? Steel City and Outfish Ontario can help you with any ice fishing tricks or tips, I bet. There's some great fishermen up there. Yeah, I watch Outfish Ontario. I don't know what happened, though. I was in one of his lives just commenting one time, and I got, like, banned or something. I didn't even say anything, so I don't know. I don't know if he thought maybe... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why... I don't know why. So I don't think my comments or anything show up on his thing anymore. I have no idea why. I don't know. I didn't even say anything. I was being friendly like I always am. You know what I mean? Literally didn't even say anything. And one of his mods banned me. So yeah, I don't know. I think I unsubscribed because I couldn't comment or anything, right? But I haven't checked it in a while either, right? I've been kind of busy and this and that, but I haven't seen him live either. I've been scrolling through the lives. I comment as well, and he doesn't reply. The mod banned me. It's not just you. Yeah, what is up with that? I don't know what's up with his thing, but that's not a good way to grow a community on YouTube by having your mods banning people. You know what I mean? Let people in, let people talk, give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a judgmental person. I can't be just because the way I am, right? So, like, my lives, my chats, this is all, you know what I mean? I'll let anything fly, basically, in here, to a point, you know what I mean? Just try to be respectful type thing, you know what I mean? I will try to remember to ask him about it next time. I know recently he redid his mods. Okay, yeah, he might have just had some bad mods in there that were trolling. Probably is what happened, right? He probably had a mod that was a troll, right? It can happen, right? It can happen because we're online right now. We don't really know each other, you know what I mean? I will personally message him and let him know. That was months ago, but I never went back. No, same. I haven't even seen him live. Scrolling through the lives and stuff. But since that happened, so it must have happened at the same time that it happened for me. Must have been the same time. There's probably the same mod that blocked you. Probably the same mod. For some reason. Like I said, I didn't even say anything. It was like, I went back and looked at the messages. I was like, hey, how's everybody doing? Or something like that. Or I hope you're having a good day. Or something like that, right? Western Mass. Just one sec. Western Mass Outdoor Boys. What's going on? Welcome in, Massachusetts. Welcome in. You're probably right. I bet that's why he redid his mods. Yeah. 100%. I mean, it happens, guys. It happens. Especially when you're first making a channel And you know what I mean? You kind of mod everybody up that's being really active in the chats and stuff, right? But some of the trolls will trick you, you know what I mean? Then they'll get that mod, then they'll just start going crazy, right? You know what I mean? A lot of good fishermen follow you and could help with ice fishing. Yeah, for sure. That's going to be done, brother. That's going to be done. That's going to be done. That's going to be done. Because regardless of anything, there is a small lake, like, close to me, walking distance. I've never seen anybody fish there, but it's a body of water, right? They're going to be fishing it. But I'd like to do the Grand Lake thing, though. Ice fishing rocks, I did it. 2 little videos. Western, Matt, Western, go to my page there, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and comment on one of my videos or shorts or something, and then I can get back to you, and I can subscribe back to you, and then I can check out your content as well, right? So that's what I tell everybody that's new here. Just go on to one of my shorts, comment, and then I'll get back to you. I'll check out your content as well. Because this outdoors community, we'll call it, not just fishing, we do lots of outdoor stuff, right? So it's a great community. We're all here to help each other and help channels grow and help teach people, different life lessons and everything, guys. There's a little bit of everything you learn on these channels. That's why I love this whole YouTube thing. And I hope someday maybe I can make it into an actual career. I don't know if that's possible, but yes, support is needed for sure. Yeah, small channel, so you got to get to that 10,000 subscribers before you're going to get crazy views, right? And that's hard. That's a lot of grinding. That usually takes about 2 years to do. So now, just for a reference, right? I've been doing this for about 11 months now or something like that, and I got 1,600 subscribers, right? So my goal is to go for that's great. That's an indigenous reservation. I pay no tax on it. The government doesn't get no cut of it, right? It's always about money, legalization. Yeah, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. That's all it is. It's literally all it is. They're seeing how much their sales are. I'm not going to say any names or nothing, but one business pulls in $1 million a month, right? So obviously the government's going to want a piece of that. You know what I mean? You can't pull in that kind of money and not cause yourself to get a lot of attention from the government. Right? Think $1 million in a month. How would you even... I don't even know how you would even get that money legally, to spend or in your bank account or... You know what I mean? The banks won't deal with any of the dispensaries, so to say, right? Y'all are about to go what California went through with all that raids in 2016. Yeah, basically, yeah. They're going to shut down all the non-government dispos. And, it'll be all government-regulated dispos, which they say is better because it's tested product and you know what you're getting, and... They're trying to even say that there's fent in the sold stuff that's on the reservations. That's so much BS. Oh, that's why you get a better buzz from their stuff because there's fent in it. Guys, no, there's not. That's wild. Natives got the best stuff. Yeah. I'm a film junkie. Seriously, they're trying to say there was fent. That's what the Nova Scotia Premier said about the reservation's weed. They were like, oh, it's got fent in it, so you got to be careful. They're just trying to scare people. And here's another thing that they were doing. You'll find this very interesting. They got the police pulling people over, leaving the reservations, right? Because technically in Nova Scotia, you're supposed to have it in the original packaging that you get it in. So when you go to the liquor store, it's in a sealed package. It's all sealed up, right? So you're allowed to travel with that in your trunk legally. You got to put it in the trunk, right? So when you're leaving the reservation, they just give it to you in a bag, the old school baggie or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if you buy pre-rolls in a package or whatever, right? But it's not, they weren't government regulated. So now they're handing out fines. So they're pulling people over that are leaving the reservation, and they're handing out $300 fines and confiscating the green. So what is you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Now they're trying to scare the people from going up there and even buying it, right? They're trying to, oh, now we'll go to the LC, we'll go to Liquor Corporation instead, right? Sting operations in the reservations. Yeah, just wait, guys. Yeah, nobody is, bro. Nobody is. That's BS. Wherever he got that, and they got their tests from that. Like, if I don't see, like, I'd have to see proof of that. Like, there's no way. I grew up around it my whole life. I've smoked it for so long, all different kinds of everything. Right? There's no Fenty in it, guys. That's not. No, there's no Fenty in it, guys. Don't believe that. Gosh darn raid. Cops everywhere, RCMP detectives everywhere. They look at me and they said, "Who are you looking for? Mary Jane?" And I just looked at them confused, like, I think I got the wrong store, and walked out, right? Got in the truck and got out of there, right? Yeah, literally, I walked in on them, raiding them. But that was before anything was legal, right? The real me is what you're seeing right now, basically, right? So, I mean, I'm trying to do better every day. I'm trying to stay positive, you know what I mean? Positive vibes and stuff. It's so hard, though, right? Like, oh, it's so hard. I tried to tell people, like, go, like, I know, and this will probably be, a lot of people probably won't like it, and this and that. It's just the way my mind works, though, and this is just think of this as an artistic thing, right? Listen to some Juice WRLD and some Little Peep. I know it's probably not your genre of music, and you probably are not going to like it at all, but that basically is what goes on in my mind 24/7. So that's how I kind of explain it to people, right? Like, a lot of people, especially people that don't suffer from a mental illness, they won't understand, right? And it's really hard to explain to them, right? And there's a big stigma too around it. Like, if I go and tell people, like, if I just meet someone or whatever and say, hey, how's it going? It's like, yeah, I just want to let you know, I suffer from bipolar disorder, so if I feel a little moody or something, don't say it's not you, right? It's me, right? And then they'll think right away, whoa, this guy's crazy. We got to get rid of him. This guy's nuts, right? So that's what my psychiatrist basically said. He's like, what do you think about that word? Like, how does that make you feel? And I had to stop and think for a second, like, does that make me feel scared, a little bit scared, because I'm going to be judged by people because of it? Yeah, that's basically how it made me feel. Scared. The diagnosis is scary because it's almost like a death sentence almost. You know what I mean? It isn't though. It just feels like it is, and I don't like taking these medications at all. I don't. But in order for me to get better, I have to. Apparently, right? They basically explained it to me like, if you're a diabetic, you got to take your insulin, right? So if you got a mental illness, you got something wrong with your brain, a chemical imbalance or something going on in there, right? You have to take your medication so that way, you feel normal, like, you know what I mean? Don't feel judged. We all have problems, no matter how good someone's life looks. Yeah, I mean, guys, like, if it wasn't for my wife and stuff, God bless her heart for helping me through all this, right? Like, oh, God bless her heart for helping me through all this. She's my rock through all this. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why I don't like Instagram. It's just people posting a fake life. Yeah, now, see, I post my real stuff on X and Instagram. Facebook page, I'm not going to post stuff like that on there just because I don't want to worry people or anything, right? But X and Instagram and TikTok, I post some mental health stuff there, so yeah, I don't want to post too much stuff on YouTube because I know YouTube likes mental health stuff, but certain things, I don't know, you got to be careful, right? You got to be careful. Yeah, they're fake lives. Instagram, yeah, the reels and stuff on there, and people's fake. There's so many fake accounts on there, I don't even know, right? Like, unless you know them personally or something like that, right? Then I guess, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a very busy next couple of months here, RTO Media, guys. Yeah, Facebook is wild. Your family will start creating groups to make sure you're okay. People on Facebook are so funny to me. Yeah, yeah. Old people on Facebook. Yeah, so yeah, I had to take everything off of Facebook. People were like, "Oh, bro, are you okay? You're crazy," but they just don't understand. That's just my brain, guys. You know what I mean? That's just I'm showing how I feel. I have to smoke crazy amounts to send myself into because I know my body. You know what I mean? I just have to have more rapport with my therapist and or my psychiatrist is all right. I got to tell him like if I don't have it at night, I'm not going to sleep at all. Like I'm not sleeping very well at all as it is, but it does help. It slows down. It slows down the thoughts in my brain too, right? That's another thing that it does. It slows down all them crazy thoughts that you have, them intrusive thoughts. Slows that way down too, right? That's interesting. Maybe it increases the emotion you're feeling, and that's what it can be at high doses, right? So, smoking you don't really got to worry because you're not gonna smoke that much, right? But if you're doing the edibles, the distillates, the concentrates, stuff like that, then you got to be careful, right? Human body and minds are so yeah, I know, and it affects everybody differently too, right? Now the way it affects me, it won't affect you the same way type thing, right? Like I tried it all, you know what I mean? Josie says it calms me down and helps me think things through better. Yeah, you really will think. You'll be like, you'll really think about that idea that you had, and you'll be like, was that a good idea or a bad idea? Should I continue with that? Like I don't know. See, certain strains too. That's what it is too. Certain strains of it give me paranoia and stuff. So the ones that I found work well for me, now not well with everybody else, but the ones that work well for me are the pure indicas, the pure indicas, because they're sedative, right? So they just slow me down and kind of sedate me a little bit, and that's better than the sativa that hypes me up, right? I don't like that. My heart starts beating fast, and yeah, you got to be careful with that. Apparently, anyway. So, but like I said, I'll have more conversations with the psychiatrist, and I'll share as much as I possibly can on here on YouTube, guys. And if you guys are on TikTok or Instagram or wherever else you guys are, you can follow along there too. All the links are in the bio if you guys are interested in that. You know what I mean? Because I might share a little bit more of the mental health stuff there, or maybe on TikTok and that, right? Well, I will say that you're a chill guy and you have a great community here. I'll be here to talk to you during this 10K journey. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. I hope I get to that 10K. I hope I get to that 10K because that's when your videos start really getting pushed out there with the algorithm, right? So any channel that's under 10K, the algorithm doesn't really favor that channel. You know what I mean? If you have more than 10,000 subscribers, you got people commenting on your videos all the time, liking your videos all the time, shorts, and like I literally got all kinds of content. I got lives, I got shorts, I got videos, story times. Maybe I went a little bit overboard with everything, right? But hey, I put it all into playlists, so that way there you know, like if you want to go watch the fishing content, there's a fishing playlist. If you want to go watch the story time to fall asleep to, there's the storytelling playlist, right? Me too. Definitely glad I caught you on. Yeah, and you know what? This was random too, guys. I wasn't going to go live because I wasn't feeling great this morning. And I was saying, see, this is the whole thing. This is my whole mental health thing. I was like, what's the point? Like, ain't nobody gonna be on anyway. But here, look, we got into a good chat here. Been live for an hour, 36 minutes. We had a really good chat here. I think it was a really good positive chat too. We got to, I got to open up a little bit with you guys. You guys, now you know a little bit of backstory about me. Just a Canadian content creator here, guys, trying to make it, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm at the point in my life now where this is what it is. This is what it is for me right here on YouTube. So, like I said, I am going to go to school and stuff, but then even the school asked about my darn mental illness because they ask about mental health now at the schools. So before it was just anything like physical, like did you physically have some kind of disability or illness or something. Now they ask if you have any mental health history. And I got a huge mental health history sheet. So, you know what I mean? When he goes live fishing, a lot more people are here that are mods from different channels. It's really nice talking to everyone. Yeah, it is. Yeah. We got to get back to the fishing soon enough, guys. Soon enough. Because January, hopefully we go into a bit of a deep freeze and then all the lakes will freeze up. And then it'd be easy for me. Well, I mean, shit, though. I'm starting school as well, too, come January, guys. So, I mean, it might not be too often that I get live ice fishing, but the odd day I will. I don't know. I don't know how many days a week I'm going to be going to school. So, you know what I mean? Plus, I got kids on the weekends, so it's like full schedule type. It's a lot. Which other ones was I on? Now I'm having a hard time remembering. Which is another part of my illness. My short-term memory is shit. But what was the other one? There was a bunch of ones that I was into. Outfish Ontario. What was the other fishing channel I followed? Oh, he was fishing like every single day. I'm trying to think of his. Thunderstruck. I mean, I know it's content creation and everything, but they look very happy. Like, I feel like it's a happy family living their dream, basically, right? That's what it feels like. But yeah, there's so many great channels. The outdoor community is just awesome, guys. Fishing community, awesome. Here, like we don't even get trolls in here. That's how awesome these lives are, guys. We don't get no trolls in here. And honestly, I would have fun with the trolls, to be honest, if they came in. Anyfin has been blowing up with the ice fishing. He had like 350 likes the other. Oh my god! That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait till the lakes freeze over. I'll get out there ice fishing. I'm sure I got a small enough rod or something in there that we can use to go ice fishing with. Heck, I'll use whatever rod I got out there. We'll friggin' put her in anyway. I'll just use the friggin' fishing line and the hook. I'll do it old school with a stick. Remember that? You guys must have seen that. They got the stick and they got the fishing line wrapped up around it and they just kind of put it in the water and they just kind of jig with the stick. I'll do that. It'll be my first ice fishing live. I'll be there with a stick and fishing line. Hey, it works though. I've seen people catch fish with that, right? So that's an old school method of fishing with the stick and the line. But I could try that. If it worked, that would be hilarious too. If I was live and I caught a fish like that. I don't know if you guys remember the lives where I was catching the fish, and I did a catch and cook one day at Grand Lake. We caught a real nice brook trout, I think it was. Brook trout, speckled trout. And we caught it, we cleaned it, we cooked it up right on the bank there. That was another one of the lives that was busy too, right? Like, I had a lot of people in the lives at one point with the fishing content and stuff, right? And then I tried the news stuff, doing a little bit of newscasting and that. And I got huge views on that. It was like one of my lives, you can go look on the page, it's like 75,000 views it got. But then after that, it like went for a week straight of like super high views. And then it dropped right down again. And then the views just stopped on the lives. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was talking too much political stuff. And I mean, I was given a complete unbiased opinion on everything because I am Canadian. So like, I'm only giving you a story. I'm just giving you the information, spreading the information. That's all I was doing. But I think, I kind of got a little bit of a shadow ban because of the news stuff. I've caught fish like that. When my reel broke before, I had to make my own pole out of a stick. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll try that probably because I don't know how small of a rod I got out there. I know you need a small little fishing rod though. You don't need a great big huge one for ice fishing. I know that much. Backseat Juicy J, Project Pat, and Wiz Khalifa. Here we go. Here we go. We got Project Pat and Wiz Khalifa and Juicy J all on one track. Oh, I be careful. Copyright. Whoa. Fair use, guys. Fair use. It was only a couple seconds. Fair use. I even put the fair use disclaimer in the description of this. So, this is kind of a test, too, to see, right? Once I end this live and everything, see if I get any copyright strikes or anything, right? Jose, my hunting lives did awesome, but they're slowing down. Yeah, it seems like you end up getting like tons of views, lots of people coming in, and then all of a sudden it just kind of drops off. And I don't know why. I think it's the subscriber count. I think that's what's getting us. It's the subscriber count. Like I said, if you got over 10,000 subscribers, you're going to have your lives are going to be going crazy, right? The algorithm will be pushing you out there. It'll be pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, right? But yeah, so I read somewhere too on a Reddit forum that because it is AI algorithm, right? The AI algorithm will give a channel like a week chance, and it'll give it a bunch of views to see how the interactions are and this and that. And if you don't get enough subscribers within that week, then the algorithm just dips and kind of dies on you, right? And then you lose all them big views, right? Like, I had a bunch of them I had to delete too. When I first got monetized, they got me for reused content because of the news clips, and I didn't have disclaimers and stuff in the descriptions. So I lost tons of views there, and yeah, I had to reapply, so I had to wait a month, right? Yeah, 99k views on one and 25k now. But not bad. I just need watch hours for getting monetized. Oh, you're not monetized yet. You're not monetized yet, are you? Just for a little reference now. So I think I got like 1,600 subs or something, right? And so far with the month that I've been monetized, I made $43. I made $43 on the thing. I mean, something, right? It's a start, right? You know what I mean? Made $43. Like, I'll show you the proof. You know what I mean? No cap, guys. This is what YouTube pays for a small channel. I don't know if you can see that. $42.80. That's what I made in the last month from doing these videos, shorts, and lives. I have 730-ish subs. I'm getting there. Yeah, just keep going live. It'll build, it'll grow, it'll grow, it'll grow. Keep going live. Shorts are a good way too. Posting shorts are a good way to get more attention to the channel as well. So that would be a good thing to check out. Or you might be posting shorts too. Don't mind me, like I said, my memory is shot. I got a really bad short-term memory. But yeah, the lives and the shorts, it helps grow a channel, right? The shorts get out there into the shorts feed, right? So it'll get your content out there. It'll get you some more subscribers and stuff too, right? So that's why I try to post a couple shorts every day, right? Like if one is doing really good, then I'll just let that go. And they say the best time to post is early in the morning, right? So between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. is the best time to post shorts. Dinner time is another good time to post shorts. And then in the evening, between like 6 and like 8 p.m., we'll say, is another good time to post shorts. That just seems to be the time people are on there scrolling through their phones and stuff like that, right? So that's kind of what I've been doing the last little bit with the shorts and stuff, right? The lives, yeah, I'm just doing random lives now. It's either going to be nature cam lives. The ice fishing lives will be coming up. Just wait for that, you guys. Just wait for that. The ice fishing lives will be coming once the lakes freeze over. Snowstorm lives we'll be doing. Just whatever we think of. You know what I mean? But anyway, my shorts got me a nickname, Josie Stinky Toesies. I had an armadillo come right up, sniff my feet, and run away. There's nothing wrong with that. That'll get views. That'll get views, right? That'll get views. There you go. Oh my. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I got a bearded dragon I could bring out here, but all the thing does is sleep. So I guess I'll just leave it be type thing, right? But yeah. Anyway, guys, this has been a pretty good live here. An hour and 50 minutes we've been live. Had a really good chat. Really good chat today. We had a mental health chat. We got to talk about fishing, different adventures and stuff that I'm going to go on the channel. What's going to be happening within the next couple months. It did all right, 12K, I think. That's good. It's good. It's good for shorts. It's good for shorts. Keep on posting. Keep on posting. You'll get her. You'll get her. I have to go over to your channel too when I'm not live, so I can check again, because I'm pretty sure I remember the short that you're talking about. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go check it out really quick, though. You know, just because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure, though. I'm pretty darn tootin' sure I know exactly what you're talking about, right? Just because I'm curious. Let's see. Bear with me a moment here. Oh yeah, 740 subscribers you're at right now. You only 51 videos, so that's not bad. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, you're getting views. 12K, 2.2, 2.5, 9.8. Yeah, just give it time. You're gonna blow up on there. You'll blow up on there. Give it time. 12K. Yeah. There, I commented on one of your shorts. Thanks for the encouragement. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more from you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I hope to see you in more of the lives. Yeah, don't worry about it. Your shorts are going to, that's going to get you the subscribers for sure. And going live for sure, right? And remember them algorithm times, right? Remember what times to be posting. Obviously, you're posting at good times because you're getting good views. Oh, here's the armadillo. Here's your armadillo. Yeah, it took off. He was like, oh, hell no, them feet are rank, I'm out. That's crazy. Armadillo. I've never seen an armadillo like that in real life. That's awesome. And what did that get for views? Yeah, what was that at? 9.8K? Yeah, almost 10K. You're getting really good views on your shorts, so whatever you're doing on your shorts, you're doing it right. 100%. Because, like, you're averaging at least 1,000 views, right? Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, keep posting. Keep posting. You're almost there. You're literally almost there. Your watch time hours is what you probably really need, right? I'll definitely hit that bell so I know when you're live again. Yeah, because it's really random, right? It's really random. I would say go live as much as you possibly can, even if you can just do like a nature cam or something like that. Like say you're busy, you don't have time to talk or anything, you can just put a nature cam up, point out your window, and it'll get you watch hours because people will come in and they'll come in and watch and stuff, and then just name it like Peaceful Nature Live or wherever you're from, you know what I mean? I have 2,076 watch hours. And what is it needed to monetize again? I can't remember. Was it 3,000 or 4,000? I think it starts at 3,000. And then full monetization at 4,000, I think. Something like that. But, yeah, do lives. Lives will get you watch hours. The trick to the watch hours with the lives is once it's done uploading to YouTube, don't mark it unlisted. Put it as public so people can watch it again, right? So people can search for it as a video on demand. And then you'll get even more watch hours from people watching it like as a video on demand. Yeah, 3,000 for one, 4,000 is for the other. Yeah. So my channel right here is fully monetized. Through all them fishing lives and everything, I got tons of I had tons of hours for that, right? So yeah, the views and the hours and that, they're the subscribers, I mean, not the views, the subscribers and the hours got me monetized. That was through the fishing and just the outdoor content, really. That's what got me to where I'm at now, right? But we're gonna try to build this channel up. Like I said, we're gonna try to build it up as much as I can. And maybe one day it can be like for my kids, and my kids could take over this channel one day, and maybe that'll be their thing. Who knows, right? Because like my little fella's really into you know, exploring with me and being on the live with me and stuff like that, being in the vlogs and stuff. He loves it, right? He sees it. He's like, oh, I'm on TV. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, he thinks it's so cool, right? That makes me happy. And I see him smile too, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, man, I did one thing, though. I introduced him to the PlayStation. Yeah, he's 6 years old. I introduced him to the PlayStation. Whoops. So my plan was, I was like, bro, I'll put I'll put Netflix or something on for you on the PlayStation, right? And then he's seen the games on there. I want to play that game. I want to play that shooter game. I was like, oh, little buddy, you can't yet. Can't yet. That's too much for you, but the racing game here, I got Need for Speed. You can put that on, race a car. So I get him into the racing games and stuff. He's going to start playing that, right? What's he like to play? He wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, for God's sake. But here's what I'm doing. I'm going to get him Farming Simulator, right? Because he watches some YouTube on YouTube Kids of Farming Simulator, right? And he's really interested in that. So I'm going to get him that Farming Simulator for the PlayStation. And then that's totally kid-friendly, right? You know what I mean? It's just working on a farm. You get to drive farming equipment and cut down trees and, take care of the whole farm and everything. It's a pretty cool game, actually. And Minecraft, but that'll be very, very, very monitored, the Minecraft. Oh, shit, not GTA. That's what he wanted to play. Yeah, somehow he knew what it was already. He said, I want to play the bad guy game. That's what he calls it, the bad guy game. Because you're a bad guy in the game, right? He said, I want to play the bad guy game. I said, but so what I did once, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but I had the volume turned all the way down so you couldn't hear anything. And I just went and got into a car and let him drive around in a car. And then I was like, oh, he likes to drive around in the car and stuff, right? So I was like, oh, bud, this game's not working anymore. But I got the Need for Speed games here. You can play that. But Christmas is coming too, so we're going to get him some more kid-friendly driving games. The Farming Simulator I'm going to try to find, right? And it's only an old PlayStation 4, so I can get the Farming Simulator for fairly cheap, right? You know what I mean? So that's probably what I'll do, right? That's crazy. Kids are so smart. I know. He's now my little girl, she's smart as a whip. Right? Smart as a whip. Even years old, and still she's only 5 years old, and she was playing the racing game, right? Crazy, right? What's going on here? My battery dying. 42%. We're not doing too bad. We're almost at the 2-hour point. I think that's where I'll call it, because I got some things I gotta go do around the house here, and I gotta go take one of my medications again as well. I'm starting to feel a little bit off here, guys. So yeah, I gotta go hydrate. And then I gotta go take my med, and yeah, just try to stay positive, right? Try to stay positive. I can't wait to see them tomorrow. Kids come tomorrow. Can't wait to see them. Maybe you guys will see a funny gaming live with me and the little fella, right? He's hilarious. It's just, kids say the darndest things, right? You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll do a little gaming live with him. We'll put on like Need for Speed or something. Something that's kid friendly and that, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, and then we'll see. You know what I mean? Idea for another different type of lives. I do all kinds of different lives on here, whether it be, old retro games on the PS4. I got a PS3. I just got to try to find some games for it. I want to do some retro gaming on the PS3. I also have an Xbox 360, which I got to find some games for that. It's getting harder to find these older games, right? So I think it would be cool to do like a retro gaming live as well, right? And play the games I used to play when I was a teenager, right? I think that would be cool too. But I have a wonderful day. It was great talking with you. It's always nice to find good people. Yes, I appreciate it. I really appreciate you staying here, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the channel here. This is awesome, guys. Everybody's welcome here. Share it out with your friends. And like always, guys, we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. You guys are awesome. Peace.